Hello everyone, my name is Siddhartha Sinha and you are all welcome to Learn Art with Siddharth. This folder which you are able to see, it might be difficult for you to read down what are the files which is present here. These are all different books, e-books which I had collected, and each of this book had given me inspiration to draw. Like here you can see it's a forensic art and illustration written by Karen T. Taylor. So this book particularly talks about the foundation and finding and identifying the leaving. It's a very interesting book where we can understand about the composite drawing, where we used to see in many detective serials that a sketch artist is asked, or a sketch artist is given description about a criminal and he or she used to draw the sketch. So this is how exactly it starts from. It talks about forensic art is something about the identification, facial recognition. If some investigation someone find a skull, a skull remains. So how did the skull actually look like? So this book deals all about that. So not only that, there are so many books I had collected, and it was one of my interest, you could see. So like this book, you can see different anatomy of different styles, different anatomies. So here, this is a book of Loomis Frigadraw. So it is another book which I had collected. You can see the labelings and all the details. So sometimes I used to refer to this before I go ahead with the drawing of any human figure. I used to study this part. These labelings, this study, it shows that art or drawing is not just putting lines on the paper. It is actually a scientific study, and maybe because of that, Leonardo da Vinci once upon a time told that one should learn, or one should understand the science of art and the art of science, and then only one's existence would be fulfilled. So when I see this, when I see and read these books, I really feel what Leonardo tried to say. Like this is another book which is one of my favorite. It talks about animal anatomy. So here we can see different animals and different anatomy of the animals. It's very interesting to study these. As you can see that this is a basic animal structure. When it comes to the horse, this is the structure one needs to follow. When it comes to an elephant, this is the structure one needs to follow. So it's so interestingly given. It's a structure of a dog. It's not drawing the entire dog, it's just the anatomy of the dog. So it's very interesting. So it's something like it's a monkey. Okay, the structure of a monkey, how to draw the anatomy of a monkey. If I am thinking of drawing a monkey, then first I need to learn this. It's very interesting. Like here you can see it's not depicting the entire horse over here. It's just the depiction, just the structure shows where the muscle would go, where the bones would go, what should be the structure of the bones of that particular animal, from the top view how it looked like. So this is how exactly a drawing should be. Like here you can see the skeleton. This is skeleton of a horse. So when someone is studying, when someone is learning art, one should learn it in this way. One should know the terminologies which is present in the body, and only then the art would be fulfilled. Not only that, there are many other beautiful books which I have. This Loomis Figueroa, like making comics. This is another fantastic manual of how to make comic, written by Scott McCloud. This is one of the book which is written in a form of comic to explain how to make a comic. So it's so beautiful, it's so amazing, and this is these books had inspired me to write my own comic books. It is really fascinating. So interesting for me. I mean, you can see this, like it's an introduction. If I can zoom, if you can see it, it's a beautiful book. Here, he is Scott McCloud, and he's saying, "So, you want to make comics? You want to make the kind that readers remember? The kind of stories they'll keep thinking about for hours or even days after they have read them? Do you want to create comic that pull readers into the world of story? A reading experience so seamless that it doesn't feel like reading at all, but like being there, populated by characters so vivid that they seem as real as the reader's own friends and family. Well, so do I. And that's why I created this book. Because if I can teach anyone else to make great comics, maybe I can teach myself as well." Wow. Such a beautiful representation of presenting one's idea. What do you say? Just let me know. It's an amazing book, I would say. So after making comics, there is another comic series which he has written. What was the name of the comic book? I forgot it. Maybe it's not here. Oh yeah, Understanding Comic. So this is another book which was written by Scott McCloud, again in the form of comics. You see here, it's a brilliant idea. Someone could teach how to write comic through comic. Wow, what a brilliant thought process. So this has really inspired me and fascinated me, and this is why I used to make comics. I used to write comics. So thanks to McCloud. Maybe I'm pronouncing his name wrongly. I'm sorry if I'm doing so, but wow, see here, such a beautiful way of representation.